Hello, welcome back to Skyrim. So, off camera, I've done a bit of work. You see I've leveled up. And I'll show you. What I've done is I've done a lot of burglary and fishing jobs. You see here that there's 2 different cities. That's because once I do both of those 2, it will be 5 in each one. Basically, I've gone to each of the major cities in turn and done 4 jobs in each, with the exception of Windhelm, which I had 2 already outstanding. So those have been turned in. And I've done 4 in Whiterun and 4 in Solitude, which basically means I need to do 1 in Solitude, Whiterun and Windhelm, which will unlock the city quests, 2 of which I'll be doing this set. In addition, I've also picked up the item which is the book, which is upgrade leveled items. So I'll show you is this book here. All it says is upgrade unique leveled items to match your current level. Now this is a really handy mod, which the text will be appearing on the screen. What it will do is, if, for instance, you're level 20 something, it will upgrade the armour. If you get armour when you're, or sword when you're level 20, it'll upgrade, and you get to like level 30, it will upgrade the weapons and armour you pick up to the current level you're at. So it means normally like stuff like Nightingale armour, which I'm about to get now, you picked up at level 20, it'd be a lot weaker than it would be at level 30. I think the highest level enchantments are at 35. Ooh, vampires. Really had to deal with one of these lot. Right. They're probably going to be dead by the time I get to them anyway. But I'll be dual end and this. Good combination.
Need to do something.
I don't want to do the Dawn Guard questline, thank you very much.
About these vampire attacks.
Any more for any more? One, 32. Yeah, I still got the UMP body on, which basically is a naked body.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the Pond Prawn over by the market.
Thank you. Well, I think that's everyone.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more?
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all Skyrim.
Yeah, okay. Right. I went up the wrong exit, didn't I? Yes. I do hate vampire attacks, they're a pain in the bum.
It's a Thang coming from Darklight Tower, southwest of the city. Some say the place is home.
You also notice I've got a new bow, an elven bow. One of my fishing quests, I pickpocketed him and realised he had an elven bow on him. I thought, why not? What's yours is mine. And liberated it from him. So you head down this way. And it's up here. And they should be waiting for me down here somewhere. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale Trinity. The Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us by slaying Gallus and dumping his body in the ruins of Snowvale Sanctum. Indirectly, the Trinity is usually selected from the ranks of the Guild, although its existence is a closely guarded secret. The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre. She's the mistress of night and darkness, and the patron of every thief in Tamriel. Nocturnal isn't one for worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment. You're closer to understanding than you realise. The only difference is she doesn't demand payment in the traditional sense, and sometimes the cost can be quite high. Whether you know it or not, Nocturnal dictates how well we perform as rogues. Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us. Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she exact payment when we die? When we suffer? Does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though. From the moment you were struck with my poisoned arrow at Snowvale Sanctum, my path changed its course. Perhaps I couldn't bring Mercer back alive, but together we were able to clear my name and to put Gallus's memory to rest. I'd always intended Mercer's fate to ultimately be decided by the Guild, and it seems they've spoken. It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please.
I think we can trust Carlia. Let's see what she's on about.
I don't want to have sure end as my... There we are. That's better. When I leveled up, I put a few perks into illusion magic, and I've leveled up to about 50 odd, about 54 or 5. So getting along there. We'll need to be about level 60 or 70 before I can actually get the
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the Guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying... I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. We're the first of one initiative to set
I've already got that book, but that's one of the I think it's one of the sneak books. I can't be 100% certain. I'll put it in text on the screen just in case you are curious. So here we are.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor. What's trouble?
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
Now you notice this Nightingale armor looks a little bit different. That's because I've got a mod which is Nightingale Prime, I believe. It'll come up on the screen again. And it basically is a retexturing and makes it rather sweet. Now, most modders often tweak the Nightingale armor because of reasons. They often put the Assassin's Guild backstab on this. Personally, I think it's good as it is. It's because it needs to be. Only one weakness I think with the armor is the fact that it doesn't have on the hood archery bonus, but that's easily circumvented with either an archery ring or necklace. I think it's actually good as it is, but let's see how it looks. EC belt still works with it, but I'll take it off just for the safe side. So, that's what my character looks like. Full Nightingale armor. I think it's the best looking armor in the game. Without a shadow of a doubt. What's the armor rating? Probably worse than what I was wearing beforehand, but oh, never mind. I'll have a chance to upgrade it soon. That's a sneak book. Well, I've already got that one beforehand. That was at Mercer Frey's place I got that one. But Boink. Ooh, wrong way. Go down there. They can wait for me. Just in here. Right, what am I wearing? Ring and wise. Building. Pickpock.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the foot.
Looks like I've got to remove. Sorry.
Step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any identity, Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the term.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Yeah, when you get out of my way. Armor rating. Oh, armor rating is
Speak when the
correct.
oath is complete.
Yeah. Just pull the
Time's
chain.
wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Like a broken record, woman. Just if you don't know, you're east from your west. And this is actually technically the west. This is probably the Yeah, this is the eastern glyph, not the western glyph. Someone needs to study their geography.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal and, in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless. Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild. Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
Neither do I.
Look, everyone in the Guild admires what you've done. Maybe they won't come out and simply tell you, but I promise you it's true. And now they know Mercer never genuinely cared about the Guild. He lacked the loyalty you obviously possess. I can't think of anyone better. Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
As if I'm the sentimental sort.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the dwarven ruins at Erkenfand. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lass. This will be a fight to remember. If you would have asked me that yesterday, I'd have said no. But now I think our chances have improved. Look, call me crazy if you like, but I trust Carlia. I don't think she'd lead us down a suicidal path. Besides, I'd rather die with some of Mercer's blood on my blade than spend the rest of my life regretting that I ran the other way. Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers. This goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Belden kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us.
Okay. That's the main story bit done. Looking at the time, I think we've got time. I'm going to do those 2 city quests first, and then we probably will start pretty much the penultimate quest of the Peace Guild quest line. Pretty much penultimate main quest. Probably make a start on it and see how far we get. What? Maybe I'm daft for doing this, but I don't believe the Nightingale armour is better than what I'm currently wearing. Yeah, 162 versus 112. So it keeps going. Besides, I've got the muffle effect from this, and I've got a pickpocket ring. The only thing I'm losing out on is lockpicking. Right, we'll go to Windhelm first. I think we can do 2 special quests at once. I'll try it.
Some flowers? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
So you can actually adopt her if you want to.
Again.
If you really want to. I have done in previous characters. Coming. All clear. Right. Now, actually, not too bothered about gold, so I'm not going to bother looting too much stuff from here. Besides, these guys are poor anyway, so they haven't got much to steal. But apart from the specific item here to steal. The Nightingale armor is improved with void salts. You need the arcane blacksmithing perk, which I need to do. I need to level up a couple of times in order to get that. I need void salts.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons. Ain't no matter to me what they're doing. Let them come.
Best place to get void salts is
You tried mercenary work?
Angeline's aromatics. Hopefully. Oh yes.
Never should have come.
Oop. Too greedy for my own good. Right. Oh, level up. Yeah, perks I picked are quite casting. And Adept Illusion. Expert Illusion needs to require 75. That's when I can get invisibility. Nothing else in Illusion I really want. Any more in Archery. Nothing really I want in Sneak. Shadow Warrior and Assassin's Blade. Not really being the assassin-y sort. One thing I am going to get from Pickpocket is extra pockets. rendering fail.
Steal anything worth talking? Oh, you're back? I suppose you'll be wanting your pay then. Okay, what'll it be? We've actually stolen this item before, and somehow it ended up back in some other Mark's house. Guess it's time to reclaim it, eh? Good. Just remember the order. Do job first, get drunk second. Now take this and go.
Got word from Torsten Cruelty in Windhelm that a rival guild is trying to get itself started. Not only that, but they're giving us thieves a bad name by murdering their marks. Get over there and see what you can do. This kind of work suit? If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done. We actually got a request from one of the most powerful families in Whiterun, the Battleborns. Make your way up there and look for Alfred. He says he's got a matter that requires a delicate touch, but I suggested you for the job. Don't make me the fool and let me down, all right? I handle if break-ins are more your thing. There are all sorts of... So, you're in for a... Just remember the rules. Keep it clean
the simple
and
jobs
keep it
are
quiet.
becoming difficult.
Here's the details.
I never used to be like this.
Okay, sorry about that. The game crashed mid-conversation, so I'm reloaded. So I've got a different burglary job from Vex. But aside from that, everything else is the same. So I've got 2 special jobs to do, and we'll probably do Solitude as well. Do all 3. And the 4th one, which is for the Khajiit caravans, all 4 of those quests, I'm going into the set, and we'll actually do the part that's the next major quest last, so the guild will be pretty much full strength by the time we get around to wrapping things up. Which will be set 7. Maybe set 7. Maybe set 8. This set, or this quest gives you actually a new set of armour. It's the kind of sleeveless armour worn by some members of the Thieves Guild. It's also more combat orientated.
Name's News. I'm the cook of the Campbell Hall.
Lord Nielsen has been since her sister was killed.
He'll probably be in his house by the time I get to him. Oh no. I might just catch him. There he is, there he is, there he is.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. My daughter Fiotli. She was murdered a few months ago. Left her laying on the ground in a pool of her own blood. I assumed they were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. Then I told her it'd be the death of her I never thought. No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down the killer. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine? Let's just say I'm a firm believer in eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before, well, you know. Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process. Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back. The only name I have is Naranja. There's a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Could have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
And this is why it's important to do Blood on the Ice, which is done on set 4. Well, the bit of set 4 which doesn't have lost footage. Well, not lost footage, but lost commentary and audio. Right, we're going to speed up time. That should be enough. I was recording when I've spoken to Naranja.